Burberry is apologizing after using a noose as an accessory in its autumn/winter 2019 collection. During London Fashion Week earlier this month, Burberry showcased a model wearing a tan hoodie with its strings tied in the shape of a noose. The sweatshirt has since been removed from the brand's collection, and its CEO, Marco Gobbetti, said he's deeply sorry for the distress the accessory caused. Riccardo Tisci, Burberry's creative director, also apologized for the design. While the design was inspired by a nautical theme, I realized that it was insensitive, he said. Liz Kennedy, a model who walked in Burberry's show, but did not wear the item in question, took to Instagram following the fashion show to call out the brand and designer. Suicide is not fashion. It is not glamorous nor edgy, and since this show is dedicated to the youth expressing their voice, here I go, she wrote. Riccardo Tisci and everyone at Burberry: it is beyond me how you could let a look resembling a noose hanging from a neck out on the runway. How could anyone overlook this and think it would be okay to do this, especially in a line dedicated to young girls and youth? The impressionable youth. Not to mention the rising suicide rates worldwide. Let's not forget about the horrifying history of lynching either. There are hundreds of ways to tie a rope, and they chose to tie it like a noose, completely ignoring the fact that it was hanging around a neck, Kennedy continued. A massive brand like Burberry, who is typically considered commercial and classy, should not have overlooked such an obvious resemblance. Kennedy said she left her fitting feeling extremely triggered after seeing the look, and as though I was right back where I was when I was going through an experience with suicide in my family. Also to add in, they briefly hung one from the ceiling, trying to figure out the knot, and were laughing about it in the dressing room, she revealed. I had asked to speak to someone about it, but the only thing I was told to do was to write a letter. I had a brief conversation with someone, but all that it entailed was it's fashion. Nobody cares about what's going on in your personal life, so just keep it to yourself. Well, I'm sorry, but this is an issue bigger than myself, she wrote. The issue is not about me being upset. There is a bigger picture here of what fashion turns a blind eye to or does to gain publicity. A look so ignorantly put together and a situation so poorly handled. Kennedy finished her post by saying she was ashamed to have taken part in the show. I did not post this to disrespect the designer or the brand, but to simply express an issue I feel very passionate about, she said.